5's Chad Petrie has the story.
When you get a fast food meal, no one expects to be called a little ugly dude.
We get the receipt.
MICAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go. Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. It is another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Yes. So, I hope your work Monday wasn't too bad, but we are here to end your work Monday off with some therapy on the couch. Welcome to the couch. Welcome to the show. Thanks for chiming in. All my couchers in the building already. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you share it out, all that good shit. Big shout out to myself last week. No, I was playing. Did a short episode last week. BBC is not with us today. She is not feeling the best. So please send prayers and healing energy to my co-host with the mostest, BBC. I miss her like a motherfucker. It seemed like forever since I talked to her. So, but she there we go. I missed it. Greetings, my love. Sis, I miss you, girl. I feel like forever. So thanks for chiming in the chat. Please stay with me. But we have another hot episode for your ass today. I am excited. This is the crazy part. We'll even talk about it on the show. So listen, I'm a big fan. I'm ready. This person be doing work. I be seeing the work on the book, the work they put in. So I'm excited to have a conversation with them. But get ready for the funny, the talented Miss Sister Lou.
Hey, everybody. What's up?
Listen, it be like I was trying to do 4 things at once, so I hit the wrong button. It was playing something else, and they got new music on the countdown. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I forgot to turn the time down on my phone, and then I hit the wrong button. I started playing the commercials instead of playing my little intro video that I love, because man, that shit make me laugh every time. Nobody wants to be called a little ugly dude. So
at all. When I saw it, I started laughing myself. I was giggling.
It is hilarious, and I love it. And I just keep playing it. I think I've been playing it for about 1.5 years, maybe even 2 years now. I just like it. It makes me laugh right at the beginning. So it's like, laughter is the best. So, Sister Lou, thanks for coming to the couch. How you doing?
I am absolutely wonderful, honey. Listen, I think that we have to cherish the peaks and the valleys in life, okay? And as I'm going along, I'm learning and doing better, getting stronger. So, like that, to me, that is the best gift. I'm not worried about adversity. I'm worried about getting stuck in adversity. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I like it.
Yes.
I like it. Right.
Well, you said you was a therapist, so I knew I could talk my shit.
I'm an unlicensed therapist. Unlicensed.
I am too.
A lot of people. So, sometimes we got to get our own therapy in. And, I usually do that on this couch, but, and I was about to say in real life. This is real life, motherfucker. Sometimes you got to get your own therapy and, take care of yourself every now and then, too. So we always we always encourage people to heal and get that therapy and sit on somebody's real couch. And
Yes.
I can't keep telling people to do that if I ain't, doing that shit myself. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
All right, let's jump right into it. I don't play no games. We get right to the nitty gritty. What up? So listen, all right, how did you even get into comedy?
Well, I've always been a comedian. Okay. I do this at the gas station, at the grocery store. They'll be like, well, I wish she shut the fuck up. That's me.
Oh,
I have found a way to get paid for it. Amen. Okay. But no, for real, I used to get whooped for it all the time. Stop asking so many questions. I can remember, like, grew up the youngest girl. I was the youngest and the only girl. Let me say that. So tomboy, my brothers, they was rough and tough. And sometimes they used to, I was nosy, of course, because what the fuck are they doing in that room? You know what I mean? So they used to be talking amongst themselves and they whisper certain words. And my little mind, I would start holding on to that shit. You know how kids was, a sponge.
Absolutely.
So one day, this is a part because you asked about a childhood memory. One day my mom was washing dishes. It was a Saturday morning. Okay. Soul Train was on TV. That's how old I am.
Oh,
let me age myself. I'm all the way 50. I'm a whole 50.
Listen, I used to love when it come on. And then,
on Saturday morning, okay, my uncle was sleeping on the couch behind me. I'm chilling, watching it, and they had the little puzzle board. You remember the game?
Yes.
So they playing the game, and they said the prize on the game was a Afro kit.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, in my 5-year-old mind, this is the time to ask, because I heard those words. And I was like, yo, that means something because they were whispering. And I'm like, the fuck is that? So I'm like, Mom, I'm yelling around the corner because we always yelled in the house. Mom, what's a blowjob?
Was it on the screen?
No, it was a blow for your afro.
Oh,
it was a kid. Child. 5 years old. What's a blowjob? And so I heard the dishes crack, and she came around the corner, moo flying, where the hell you hear that from? Talk about some blowjob. And I was like, oh, it's a prize on Soul Train. And by now, my uncle is waking up, on the couch, and he's like, what the hell's going on? They're giving out blowjobs on Soul Train. Oh, child. Everybody was screaming and hollering. I was just like, oh, fuck. I couldn't back out of it at all. So when she kept asking me, where'd you hear from? Because, of course, what is a child doing even knowing those words, right?
Yeah.
And just as she was doing that, they had finally won the game, and they got to the end, and it was a blowout kit for the afro, like a hot comb and a blow dryer. Oh my God. So by that time we looking at it, my mom was like, oh baby, it's a blowout kit. She said, don't say those words. It's bad. Don't repeat the words. And when I got old enough to find out what the fuck it was, I had to apologize. I said, damn, mommy, I couldn't even. Oh,
the retro apology, like mama.
Oh, I just felt so bad. She said, yeah, you was born to get me closer to Jesus. That's what she said. Is that how you feel about your baby girl sometimes?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God.
You get some extra credit for heaven. Okay.
Please. Man.
That's like one of my best childhood memories. And it completely sums up how I grew up, because I was always curious.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to hold my tongue a bit because I did get tired of getting whooped. Let shit fall out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be thinking about it though.
You just wouldn't say it out loud.
I just went, no. I had to stop doing all that because I kept getting in trouble. I be snitching on my brothers and shit. I'm telling it all, okay?
That is too funny. Wow.
It's amazing.
It was kind of ingrained in you, right? It was just a gift you had. You was curious. You asked a bunch of questions. And so what made you like really get into it though? Like, what made you get on stage the first time?
Having that innate talent. I think I had got to know a couple of people at work, or maybe like a talent show or something. And look, they said blowjob. I really did. As I was doing the talent shows, they were looking for somebody to host the Juneteenth festival in the city of Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
And I was I was young, maybe like 20 some. Okay. And I said, I could do it. Fuck it. It don't seem like it could be that hard, but child. Woo. Let me tell you some things that I learned about working out in 90-degree weather for 3 days straight. Are you Juneteenth? Like we were in the sun talking about Juneteenth freedom, y'all. But I did learn. I learned the whole stage. I learned how to set up a backstage. I know how to set up the front. And got to work with a lot of really cool brothers, a lot of national acts I got to work with, like Maxi Priest and
nice.
Like some really, really cool people. So it's a wonderful experience, but I didn't realize everything that I was doing, I was supposed to really be getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Child, that organizer, he wouldn't pay it. No, child.
He did.
So that's what I kind of learned, that every brother with a dashiki ain't my brother. Okay.
You ain't lying.
He did it the right way.
He did it the right way because he did you said it was a talent show to get a chance to host.
Yes.
So he was doing it like it was a prize that you won, where you actually won working hard 3 days out in the sun, but you got some valuable experience from it though.
Oh yeah, immeasurable. Like he was the first person that taught me your network is your net worth. Mm-hmm. And how to handle events from the backside, the insurance, all the things that people say, I'm going to put an event together. And it's like, yeah, but if somebody fall, or do you need police security, or there has to be handicapped accessibility? Like, there's a lot of factors that go into making a really great idea come afloat. So I will say that although I didn't get paid in cash, it was an invaluable experience. I still could have got some money though, for real. I don't care. I made up for it though, because they used to do like meal tickets, like you had to pay money to get a ticket to get food.
Yeah.
I just went and stole a whole box of tickets and got a whole bunch of food for me and the sound guys. Taking care of the people behind the stage. I always make sure I take care of my people. I've worked in some situations that as a woman in this industry, you have to navigate very carefully, but nothing is impossible. My mama taught me that. So there's a way to do it and still do good business. And in doing that, I got referred for Toastmasters after I did the hosting and stuff for a while. I met a lot of community leaders and stuff like that, and they said you should do this public speaking, like put some structure to this talent you have.
Right.
And I've been in Toastmasters almost 15 years now. It's been an amazing experience. Nice. You know anything about Toastmasters?
So not really. I've heard it several times, but like the ins and outs of it, no, I don't.
Mm-hmm. You definitely should check it out. It's a club. They have weekly meetings. There's a rotation of duties, and every role that you serve helps to lead you to self-mastery. Like one of the roles is being a grammarian, and your only job for the entire meeting is to pay attention to what people are saying and take note of filler words. So, stuff like that, and actually mark it down and say, well, I heard the phrase, don't be even a couple of times, maybe we could replace that with, just little things like that. Okay. I served as president of a couple of clubs and district leader. It was a really cool experience. And I won some awards for speeches about life. I made a speech about making a pot of cabbage in the crock pot. And I called it the Great Ball of Goodness. And I talked about all the benefits of cabbage, the vitamins, blah, blah, blah. But they didn't know what vegetable I was talking about. And then I had my best friend bring the crock pot in of some, and she started handing out samples, and they was like, "Oh, she won."
I love me some cabbage too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
Toastmasters led me to comedy because I wanted to cuss on stage.
Okay.
I already get paid as a motivational speaker and cultural diversity trainer, adult trainer, but I wanted to cuss. Okay. And they had an amateur night at the Funny Bone. I kept wanting to do it, and my cousin Crystal was pushing me to do it, and she passed away like suddenly. And like 2 weeks later, I was like, let me just go do this shit.
Yeah.
Because that was one thing she kept. Did you call him yet? Did you sign up? You heard about this thing. If you need to sign up, one of those type of people. And she just would not let up. And eventually it led to this, being able to do it as a living. And it's just amazing. I can't imagine. My life as a comedian is like AD. You know what I'm saying? It really is.
No, absolutely. So that's dope. So what year was that when you finally got on stage and did the amateur night at the Funny Bone?
2019.
Okay.
It was right before the pandemic. Because I got a big boost from doing Zoom shows. And as I was learning about the comedy aspects, I knew that there was an opportunity in the midst of all of this pandemic, because there were so many people that were saying what they wouldn't do. I ain't gonna get online. I ain't doing that. I was like, shit, here's my email. I'll do your show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It got me connected with people all around the world that we still email each other about stuff, or, comments in life and stuff. So it kind of boosted me a bit in the very beginning. And then as I started getting out back to the clubs, it was like, oh, this is nothing. I'm doing 3-4 shows a week anyway. So
right.
it was a whole thing.
Yeah. I think I did I did two shows online.
Yeah.
I did one for, I think it was my dude, Dwayne Duke, out of Cleveland, from Florida, Cleveland, that's my guy. And then I had a gig that a booker booked me. It was an afternoon comedy show for like the Democratic Party in Indiana, one of the cities in Indiana. And it was like the mayor and a couple of people, some councilmen and council ladies, and it was pretty cool. And it was an afternoon gig too, so it was like they was doing that. Plus, I think I had a show later on that night that was like in person. But so I did two of them Zoom shows. It's so different because I'm more of that. I need that I need to see the body language. I need to hear the laughter. I need to see faces and the facial expressions, because I'm a big facial expression person. So like it was cool to do it because I was missing it, because that time off or whatever. But like it was a different animal. I'll say that. Yeah. So let's rewind back a little bit. Let's tap into public speaking. How did so you started public speaking and you said you were doing diversity and inclusion speeches? Is that okay?
Cultural diversity training, which was the precursor to DEI. They didn't really have DEI back then, but it was teaching people how to be sensitive to all of these new groups, and we didn't necessarily have pronouns back then, but we did have to recognize genders and all that other type of stuff.
Correct. Okay.
With today's culture, it is, I'm not even going to say difficult. It's just you have to be very strategic with so many things, and not everybody's going to do that. Not everybody's going to put the effort in. But if you take this class and you sign your name, that you said that you learned it, and that's where I'm at with it.
Okay.
Just sign your attendance sheet. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Because I'm not here to change nobody's mind. Some people, like I grew up in a mixed neighborhood. It was Black and Latino. And most of the Latino families were super cool, but the old schools, them niggas were straight racist. They ain't give a shit.
Right.
My babysitter's dad, he was Mr. Aponte. I'll never forget this. He had a Chihuahua, a little blonde Chihuahua, and one day the dog went missing, and he just knew one of them darkies that took his dog. Okay. He just knew it. So he went and got him another little blonde Chihuahua and named him Blackie. And so, back in the day, you could just let your dog go outside. There wasn't no leash and all this shit. They just let that motherfucker go. And then he'd come outside while we was all playing and be like, Blackie! Yeah, Blackie. Oh, we used to be like, fuck you, Mr. Ponte. We always put the Mr. on it, but fuck you.
We still had respect, but we knew, fuck you.
Yeah. Shit. So, growing up like that, which thankfully was not so politically correct, we were able to navigate that. That's why I was talking about earlier. It ain't gonna be perfect. You got to figure out a way to make it work and to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Fuck you, Mr. Ponte. Mm-hmm.
So
somebody's gonna see that and be like, that was my granddaddy.
Hey, if they listen and hear the story, they'd be like, oh yeah, he did do that.
Right. He didn't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So took his dog.
Did you put humor into your public speaking?
I'm sorry, say that once more.
Did you put humor into your public speaking? Like, was you?
Oh yes, always.
Jokes in there. Okay.
Oh yes, always. Unless I was doing, a very serious topic, but one of the benefits in Toastmasters, they have these programs, and we'll say maybe the first 10 speeches would have different topics, different avenues for you to try. Like one could be you have to use audio visual. You have to use a PowerPoint and make a whole presentation. Another one could be you have to research it very strongly or something like that. So I used it to talk about, the difference between a ebook and a tablet, or, I did a speech on, I can't remember now, but it was a lot of different things, just going along with the program. It teaches you different stuff and how to do research and how to present it. And now I use that in comedy because I work my speeches, I work my jokes, backwards. I work them from the people who are watching it. What would I'm talking my topic, what would it smell like that could connect to them? What would, maybe they've experienced the same thing. Maybe they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, so instead of what I just think is funny, because what I think is funny is going to be really weird to most people. But the stuff that I like, let me craft that a little bit. And, then we're all on the same page.
Okay, nice. Absolutely. So basically you started in 2019 and, during the pandemic, and when you got back out and into the stage, what made you continue to want to grow and get better?
Seeing my peers' growth as well. I didn't really understand the concept of open mics and stuff. Like the Zoom stuff was easy for me to adapt to because I didn't have anything prior to compare it to.
Right.
And going to the open mics, I was like, oh wow, and then I'd come back the next week and I'd see somebody do the same joke and they put a little twist on it and it worked. And it's like, oh shit. And there's something about that clicking that just turns me on from the inside out. I'm telling you.
Nice. So now that you start honing your skills, do you do are you a traveling feature yet, traveling headliner, or do you put on your own shows? Like, what's your process right now?
Right now I'm a traveling feature.
Okay.
I feel like I'm very strong, and I have headline shows, but I have so much respect for like real legendary headliners that I ain't even gonna play with that just yet. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? I really, really enjoy the craft, and I'm super entertaining, but I am not going to go too fast, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I definitely have been in the game long enough to see the next crop of comics come up. And just like when I was coming into the game, people were talking shit old schools were talking shit to me like, oh, you on Zoom and you don't know, you know what I mean? So it's just a generational thing. And so where I'm at, I'm really, really solid. And that's where I need to be. And I will grow to the headliner status and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For sure.
So I hate when, when they try to downplay something, right? Because I always look at it, it's enough stage for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why not, lend that information? I'm one of those big components. I love giving useful information to people that want to learn, that want to grow, instead of holding on to it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
what good is I go do holding on to it? Because somebody didn't hold on to it when I started, and they was giving me those little nuggets and taught me the business and taught me how to. You got to remember, it's still a business. You want to do this after the show. You want to, separate yourself from the crowd if you host or you feature, and you want to sit in the back and not, what I'm saying, unless you invited somebody, then you can sit with them, but sit in the back. Don't be loud while other comics is on stage.
Right.
After the show, make sure you greet everybody on the way out the door, even if somebody trying to throw you some ass. You tell them to wait. You finish your business part until
That's right.
Out when everybody, that last guest, walks out the door. Make sure you shake hands if you shake hands, or hey, thanks for coming out. Keep supporting live comedy. Like people was giving me gems so early where it helped me grow super fast.
Yeah.
Be able to feature and to be able to headline at a quicker pace, and to be on the road and to travel and stuff like that. So when people pick and choose, who they want to help out. To me, that's bullshit. I'll give useful information to anybody I feel that wants to grow and take some of the information, because all the information might not be useful to everybody. But if they take a little bit of it and, and applying it, that's what I like to see now, because you can tell when people are just, trying to pick your brain for a second, but kind of looking like, oh man, you ain't, doing that dumb shit. But for the people that actually want to learn and grow, man, I love, giving my insight on, stuff I've seen, stuff I've done, stuff like that. So, so let me ask you.
Can save them a lot of time and stress if they listen.
No, man, if they listen, that's the whole thing. If they listen, you know what I'm saying? Because, I always tell people I'm in that stage where I get to pick and choose where I go now. You know what I'm saying? Full custody, I really get to pick and choose where I go or what I do, because every show is not a good show, and some people don't realize that, like, oh, I'm just trying to get, because like you want to hit those open mics, especially when you're new, and get that, get your base and get your 5, and then build that 5 into 10 and solidify that 10, then add another 5 and then solidify that to 15, because you want to have solid time. Some people come out the gate and be in it for 3 months talking about, hey, I got a solid half an hour. I'm like, how many times you doing it? Like, all right. Like, if you say so, I mean, I'll take your word for it, but,
man,
it take a minute.
I had to get spanked like that.
You said what?
I came out the gate. I was winning contests left and right. And I won this. I fucked around and won this one contest down in Cincinnati.
Nice.
It was a 10-minute spot, and it was my best 10 minutes, child. And what I didn't know was that we had to come back the next week and do another 10. I did not have it. Okay. Oh, child, that was my best 10 minutes. You hear me? Nice. And so I pieced it together, and like sometimes I even try to watch the video, but it's excruciating. Like, I get it. Oh God. I have to watch it, but I'm working my way through it. But the thing of it was that I always maintained my professionalism, and I stayed consistent with the work, and they hired me like maybe 6-7 months later as a bi-weekly host.
Nice.
In Cincinnati. I was working with the Ovations Entertainment Group.
Okay.
I still work with them, and they're an amazing group, and they saw, like you said, the work that I was putting in and the talent. And child, that room, that there's like a baby Apollo. It's a bunch of retired Black folks and other people that done got off work and getting a Crown Apple and sitting down. What she say? You know how them bar shows it. What she say? What?
Because they're in their own conversation. It's like, you hear from
but I turned the room every time. Kept the attention, kept the energy. I mean, we had 3 comics. It was a straight show, and
comedy show. Yeah.
Eventually they would cover the pool table, which was nice, and they would turn off the TV eventually, and that was nice too. Just an amazing experience. Nice. Got to work with some real cool people. But I think that you got to take those lumps. You know what I'm saying?
Have to.
When I lost that contest, I was just like, "What you mean? I got to come back next week? Like I won." It was like, "Nah, you got to. It's the finals or some shit."
Right.
I had another 10
Nice.
at all.
Okay. So I always ask this of the comedians that come on the couch. Give me your top 5, dead or alive.
Ooh, that's
In
hard.
no particular order.
Robin Williams, of course.
Okay.
Um,
You said Robin
and
Williams.
Robin Williams.
Okay.
Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Nice.
Mm,
2 more.
I like see, I'm kind of torn between Wanda Sykes and that Asian lady.
Oh, oh man, why can't I think of her name right now?
I think her last name is Wu. I can't think of her first name.
I know who you're talking about. I know.
Yeah, she's amazing. I think she is the quickest wit, and she's so like when she was out there pregnant and barefoot on the stage, I was like, "You better do it, girl!" And it was hilarious.
Funny and was hilarious. Yes.
Oh, child. So I'm gonna. Can I put them? I can put both of them in the same slot.
Yeah, you can put them in the same spot. Give
They
me
both
one.
have uteruses, so they know how to share. And okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. There's technically 3. Who's the other 2?
Technically 4.
Oh, is it technically 4? Oh, you see how I tried to slide one.
Well, it was
counting.
technically it's 5, but I'm giving it to you as 4. You know.
Okay, I get one more.
One more.
Oh shoot, Cat Williams.
Okay.
I go with Cat.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a good.
he's a good go-to.
That's a good 6, but 5.
Yes.
My co-host said is it Sabrina? I don't think it's Sabrina Wu.
Mm-mm. It's an Asian lady. Wu. She wears glasses. I want to say her last name is Wu, but yeah, she's got a couple of Netflix specials. She's super hilarious.
I know you're talking about that. Nice. All right. So what's next? What's next for you?
Okay, so I'm super excited to talk about this. About 11 months ago, I started a company called Ohio Comedy Network, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to use it as a platform to showcase all the talent. Like Ohio is booming. Oh, baby. Columbus, we just started having the Columbus Comedy Festival. That's getting ready to come back around. Okay. Cleveland, they're having a whole award show that's full of comics. And then Cincinnati, like I said, Ovations Entertainment Group, baby, listen, they're all connected with Dayton and Newark and Zanesville. I'm learning a lot about all these different areas. And I'm setting that up for it to be a resource for that. Not only for myself, but for anybody else that's looking for it. Like it's so, it's therapeutic, Mm-hmm. I'm peddling joy over here. Like it ain't, when I'm talking to people about coming to a comedy show, they're so apprehensive. I don't want them to talk about me. Oh, he's just going to say abortion is, and I'm just like, no, like it's really just come hang out for a little bit,
See how you like it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sit in the back if you need to,
Sit in the back. Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure that you still have shows and people say, hey man, this was my first comedy show.
Yeah. Yes.
Isn't that crazy?
Absolutely. I was in Indiana not this weekend, last weekend, at the Fort Wayne Comedy Club headlining and 2 shows on that Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I think both of the shows, or at least one of the shows, somebody was like, man, this is my first comedy show. And I'm like, wait, what? Like your first comedy show ever? They was like, yeah, man, you fucking hilarious, man. I had so much fun. I'll definitely go come out again. I'm like, yeah. Keep supporting this, man. So, come support the club. So next time, and I'm like, follow me on Facebook because I'll let you know when next time I'm back. Yeah, man. You gotta let me know. I'll bring a whole bunch of people, so
yes.
We'll run into
it's crazy.
It'll be 16 next month for me, and I still run into it. It's my first comedy show I've ever been to. And I'm like, real okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a whole lane. And when we get to have those moments and make that experience good for them, that's all that matters. Like, absolutely. I don't really care. I'm not here to censor comics, on my shows and shit like that. but don't burn the audience. Don't make it, because they're going to tell 15 people how shitty you were to them, even if they were wrong, even if they are drunk and sitting in the front fucking row. Guess what? They all have to come back, but you don't have to kick them off like something. But that is a very sensitive topic for me, because I host a mic every week as well, and a showcase, and I just want to ask this question: What is it about the pedophilia now? Why is stuff so molesty in the jokes now, or has it always been that way?
I cannot attest to now. I remember when I was coming up, a lot of people would do the molestation and rape jokes when I started, and I used to be like, how the fuck? And I'm like, and then like make it funny. If you go, that was my whole thing, because like especially when I started, and then I stopped doing these jokes. But we had me and another guy, I call him, he like one of my brothers in comedy. He run the roast battles in Cleveland. My dude Jeremy Shear. We both had suicide jokes, and then it hit us, so we stopped doing those jokes altogether. But my whole thing was, if you go do a joke, make it funny. If it's not funny, don't do the fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like, don't do the joke.
Like, go for shock value.
And like, some people go for shock value and to do all that and to be that or whatever. Like, we used to, me and the guys I came up with, we used to do an exercise on purpose, right? We would say the craziest shit to get the audience not on our side, for the audience not to like us. We would dig ourselves, and we would call it, we would dig ourselves, a 6-foot grave, and see if we could work out of that grave and get back at least to surface level, if not go up. You know what I'm saying? We used to purpose to see how good we can be, and to, if somebody said something that they didn't like of what you said, to how you can work back and work yourself out of that to have them back.
That's right. That's truly a skill.
So much, so much, and it helped, because if you do a joke somebody don't like wherever you at, you are able to turn around and get them right back on your side. You know what I'm saying? So we did that, but it was never the shock value. That's why a lot of times I can't really do the open mics, because the shit people want to say. You know what I'm saying? Or I had to go outside and hit my vape, because I'm like, dude, I can't get with the blasphemy, man. I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? My faith is too strong, and I ain't got to listen to it. Plus, it wasn't even funny. Like, it's got to be funny. If you ain't
make it worth it.
Yeah, make it make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? If you saying something off the hook, it's got to be funny. And if you can't do it, stop doing that joke. I mean, I can't really attest to what they're doing now.
Plus, we're supposed to be a bridge between topics that are not similar, so you can go anywhere with it. Oh, what's that got to do with an astronaut? It's something.
Make it funny.
That's the funny thing about comedy, but I definitely enjoy, and that's part of when we were talking earlier, like where I would rank myself. I don't look at my years in the game. I look at all of the exercises, all of the things that I've had a chance to do and to live through. I got booed in Miami. Oh, Jesus, child, this beautiful Black theater down there, and they had this show. And what they didn't tell me was that they have like a Sandman type shit to scurry your ass off the stage.
They did it like literally Apollo style.
Oh, Miami. Oh, child. And so this lady went out there and she sang. She did great. This guy went out there to do a poem, and he went up to the microphone and he had a stutter. Jesus. I start hearing these African drums and all this shit, and they just come out there and scurry his ass off the stage. And then the host turned around to me. He was like, "You're next." I was like, "Get out." They said you had to do 7 minutes. You had to do at least do 4.5 to qualify for the finals. And when I tell you, I trimmed the fat off of everything. Okay. I gave them the hottest 4 minutes and did my little shit and got out of there. But as I was going, they tried to boo me. and then some people started clapping. So they stopped booing. And then I kept going a little bit more and they tried to boo again. They started clapping again. And I was like, okay, we had 3.5. Yeah, I got a 2-minute closer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I slid my black ass right on off that stage. I sure did.
Wow.
The host was like, oh, she was smart. Because they was coming for me. When I got done, doing a little receiving line, that's what they was saying. They was calling me Ohio. They said they was coming for your throat, Ohio. We was rooting for you. Like, you better come back. And I was like, I never went back. I need to go back. I never went back.
You like, I'm out.
Yeah, they sent me an email like, pick a date. And I was like, nah, I never responded. Scared as shit. I need to do it though.
Try it.
My friend LJ told me, he said that you need to go back and do that stage. And I'm just like, oh.
A lot of that stuff make you stronger.
Child, my titties were sweating by the time I got off that stage. I was like, oh. Like, are they booing for real? Like, I was just like, oh.
Hey,
but like you said, when you can dig yourself out of it, child.
yeah.
Maybe have to rethink that. So
my co-host chimed in. She said it's crazy how people think the most terrible ish is funny nowadays. And
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck KMT means. So cutting.
I
don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
Yeah. So,
she's gonna tell us in a minute.
Yeah. But yeah. So all right, hey, thanks for coming on, man. It's been interesting to get more information from you and to learn about you and get your backstory. Yeah. Give out your social media so people can follow you.
Okay, yeah. I'm on IG SISTA.LU.comedy. You type that in there, you see my brown round come right up on the screen, okay? And if you're not for sure on any platform, you can just Google #SisterLouComedy. And that's on everywhere. You put that in there, they'll show you everything. They probably got my house on there, the way this AI shit is.
Right.
#SISTA. And also my email is sisterlou@yahoo. Very, very simple. The website is in development. Prayerfully, it'll be ready by the summer. I'm super excited so that I can have a central point for all of my content. It's been a whole whirlwind, and I can't wait to release it to the world. Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's what's up. I appreciate it. My son then damn jumped on and he gonna say, yo, what up, Pops? It's your emo punk rock boy on here. Crazy. What's up? What up, Mac? Love you, man. All right, let's keep it going. Let's get into our first topic. Since you are here and Miss BBC is not, I definitely want to do childhood memories. We like to do childhood memories so our guests can get into our past. This podcast is celebrating 4 years next month on my comedy anniversary, odd enough. So they know a lot about my childhood, but I'll start us off. I'll do one. My dad's birthday is tomorrow, and just missing him. I was thinking about him today, so I'm gonna do a childhood memory of my dad. So my dad was always one of those, bullet ain't got no name, right? Bullets ain't got no name. He was always like that, make it make sense. Hard head, make it soft behind. All that. And he was one of those ones where if he felt something, like, because he would see premonitions and all that. But if he felt something, he's like, you're not going up there. Don't go up there. And it was crazy because the house he didn't want me to go to was the first people we met when we moved into this neighborhood. So they literally family, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was one time where I used to, man, that was crazy. So I'll tell you this one instance. So the one dude, he was selling weed and I was getting some weed from him, and he had a little Horizon hatchback with two like 15s or 212s in the trunk, and it ain't even a trunk, it's a hatchback. And then
I know exactly the car you're talking about too.
So they had a little baby, and he'll still be like bumping, like just rattling your eardrums. And I'm like a teenager, and I'm getting my eardrums rattled. So I know this little baby is going through it. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It ain't even what it's about. So I had seen him around the corner and jumped in with him because I wouldn't go walk up the street because my parents' bedroom window literally faced up the hill. So I caught him around the corner, we riding, we smoking, and he like, oh, I gotta go back. I gotta go by my house. Such and such want me to hook up the sounds real quick. So I'm like, man, you should just drop me off. He like, no, man, we ain't finished this blunt, man. Just come on. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like laying on the car seat. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm trying to hide.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I'm hiding. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about to sit there. I just know. Like, if I'm just sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Even if they can't see my face, like, I just know. So I'm
They're going to see something.
Yeah, so I'm laying down on the car seat, right? And dude come get his sounds. They doing the sounds room. And the dude's kid's mom is sitting in the front seat. I'm still in the back seat. The kid, you know what I'm saying, next to me, and I'm like laying on the car seat. And all of a sudden, his girl is like, Sean. I'm like, what's up? She was like, yo, dad just pulled in the driveway. I'm like, man, quit playing. That shit ain't even funny. And she like, no, I'm serious. Yo, dad just pulled in the driveway. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, no, hell no. Ain't no way he seen me. I was already laying down before we even hit the corner and pulled in the driveway. My dad rolled out the window and tell whoever outside to like, pointing. And so dude come to the car. He like, hey, your dad told you to get out. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, damn, how the hell did he see me? How did he catch me? So I get out. I get in the car. My dad don't say a word. Don't say a word. He just give me this look. And I'm scared as shit. And we had a 92 Touring sedan, midnight blue Cadillac. And literally we on the hill, our house is at the bottom. It's literally 2 driveways, front yards, driveways away. My dad literally burns rubber out the driveway, hits the gas, burns rubber all the way down the street, and then yanks it in the driveway. And I'm like, oh man, I'm about to get my ass whooped.
Whoa.
And I was so scared that I was gonna get my ass whooped that day. And he didn't even whip my ass. But he was pissed. He was like, I told you not to be up there, boom, boom. And I was on punishment for like 2 weeks. But I did not. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna get my ass whooped, and he did not whoop my ass. But he had me so scared. Him peeling rubber all the way down. I'm talking about all the way down the street. Just, I'm like,
damn.
He put the fear of God in me.
Like that's about to be my skin peeling like the rubber.
But yeah, so like my dad was like so cool, so laid back, but he was no nonsense. Like that was my guy, man. Oh, I miss that dude so much. But so that's my childhood memory in honor of my pop's birthday tomorrow. All right, give me a childhood memory.
I'll tell you one about my dad. My dad, we used to think my dad was famous.
Okay.
He was a big component on like doing your research. He was a lot of contract stuff. He had his own business. And so he was very much about the fine line and the detail. But what we didn't know was that he always was calling ahead. He'd ask a lot of questions. Let me talk to who was the manager's name? What's your name? Da, 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 da. So by the time we get to the store, we'd walk in and he'd say, hey, my name is such and such. And he's like, oh, yes. All these white people scurrying for our dad. Yeah. Oh, yes. You don't even have to wait in line. We'll take care of you right here, sir. We have your thing and da, 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 and right. We used to all be like, whoa, like our dad is famous, Right. He wasn't necessarily acting shitty or anything. He'd just be like, this is what I paid for. Like shit. Even to this day, one of my favorite words is warranty. Okay.
Okay.
Listen, and I don't want to hear nothing. I paid for the premium package and I need this taken care of as soon as possible. Yes, and thank you. So we thought he was just famous, child. We just thought everybody, you better do it because my daddy said. And he was a jokester as well, life of the party type of guy.
Okay.
He flirted with my mom a lot. They were married for a long, long time. And it was kind of cool seeing their dynamic because she didn't play around. She was real stern. Right. She had a long temper and he was always Romeo. So you know what I mean?
Right.
Eventually she'd get his ass, but she'd be like, whatever. And then, oh no, mommy done turned, she done turned up. She had a long temper, but when you tip the scales, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He used to. I was just thinking what he used to say. My mom had a big booty. I got a big booty like her, and he used to be like, "Ooh, that when she." When she walked by, oh, it must be jam because jelly don't shake like that. Oh, child,
I ain't gonna never forget that saying. That was a shit.
Oh, he used to say that all the time. And we used to be like, ew, they're gonna be doing it. Yuck. So that's some of my childhood memories. Must be jam because jelly don't shake like that.
Nice. I like it.
I probably went to school and said that shit. My nosy ass. Ain't no telling. I was getting in trouble all the time. Oh yes.
That is funny. I like that. That's a good one. All right, let's one of our favorite topics is flowers while they're still here. Instead of being conditioned like so many of us are to give people flowers while they're dead and gone, we like to give people flowers while they're still here so they can smell those roses. So we like to honor people that we want to honor. My flowers this week has to go out to speaking of being up at the wrong house. One of the first people I met when I moved to my neighborhood. My dude, Damian Hill. His birthday was Wednesday or Thursday, but me and this dude go back so much, like literally. He was 2 years younger than me, but me and this dude used to be peas in the pod, especially when I started driving. I would pick him up on the other side of the hill, and he would be riding all day. Like this has always been my guy. Like we always been close. One of my best friends. I remember the first time I got married, he went and got a job just so he can pay for his tux, and he was in my first wedding. His family was always cool, loved his mom, God rest her soul. But me and this dude were always connected. And you know how some people grow apart. But when we get back together, it was like time never left. You know what I'm saying? It was like no time passed in that I haven't seen him. And we just like instantly reconnected. I'm gonna holler at him Friday, but just man, that dude has always been just a genuine cool ass dude. Me and him, like, so I used to always get my parents, like, I crashed my parents' car. I got the windows busted out, but the first time, the first time I got the window busted out in the same Cadillac, I went to a job interview, so I'm in a shirt and tie, and we wanted some weed, and we ain't had no money, so we went down to 131st and Miles. I hope they ain't selling weed there no more, because I just put it out there.
I can't believe you said the address. Wow.
Because I'm never gonna forget this story. So we pull up on this dude, and this was the fattest sacks I've ever seen for $5. They was 2 fat ass blunts in a $5 sack, and that guy gave me the blueprint of when I started selling weed. After that or whatever. But we ride up. We know we ain't got no money, so we know we about to, you know what I'm saying, take his shit and pull off.
Oh,
so we got 2 the sacks. He got it in his hand. I'm looking at it. I'm smelling it. I'm like, man, that's good. And our thing was, give me the signal. I'm gonna pull off. But this is the thing, though. It's a V8 engine in that 92 Torrance sedan Cadillac. So when he said go, I punched it. And literally, like how my dad was, it spent the tires like, then we pulled off. Dude was so pissed, he threw something, but when it hit, all I heard was pow, right? And my dude was like, I was hit. I'm like, man, did you just get shot? You just get shot. He like, man, keep driving.
Oh my God.
This dude threw a Mr. Pure bottle through the back passenger window and hit the passenger in the back of the head. Like this
damn
was so perfect. It was a Mr. Pure. I swear it's an orange juice. He said it was apple juice, but either way, it was a Mr. Pure bottle. It did not break, but it broke the window.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And he was with me, and I already knew I was gonna be on punishment again, but we got these 2 fat ass sacks. We smoked. I went home and had this, you know what I'm saying? I'm high, and I had this crazy ass lie story because we used to be from the next city over, and we always fought them at, you know, high school basketball games, football games, all the time. Like anytime we seen them, we was fighting. And I said they seen me get off the freeway, and I rolled by this McDonald's and they recognized the car, and they threw the damn thing. So my dad, being who he was like, well, we're about to go file a police report. And I'm like, oh. So I had to even lie in the police report. Because he wanted to see how long I was gonna keep this lie going. Because like he just knew that I was
just go on and tell her.
No, we in the police station. I'm filling out the report. I'm describing the people and everything. I'm like, shit. I'm going with it. I still got on punishment, but yeah. Oh, it was crazy. So, but my dude has been through it all. And, you know, just to see him doing a lot better and grown, he a grandfather now. So happy birthday, Dame. Love you, fam. And you getting your flowers today. I know it's kind of long-winded. Lex Vegas and the He said 2 of my favorite comics. Love y'all. Love you too, fam. Appreciate you, bro, for chiming in, checking in. All right, go ahead and give your flowers.
I got 2 ladies I want to give flowers to. One is Miss Vicky Johnson. I'm sorry, Miss Vicky Saunders. I know a Vicky Johnson too, but that's not who we're talking about. Okay. Vicky Saunders. She owns a company called Flipside Voices. She is a singer, and she's also a narrator, and she does voiceover work for commercials. And she has a voiceover commercial, and she hired me to do some work. I'd say 10 years ago, easy. And she just kept referring me for other jobs. Nice. And I didn't even she wasn't even charging me a commission at that time or anything like that. She just really believed in what I was doing. She got me volunteering at a blind reading service, which was really cool experience, reading like magazines and chapters of books and stuff online for visually impaired, just to keep my voice, you know, strong and everything. So, you know, she just kept taking chances on me. And now she has contracts with the city, bus transit, stuff like that. So I do commercials on the bus. When you're on the bus, you hear me talking about fentanyl and the Goodwill and all just really, really cool stuff. She's a super positive sister. Retired, you know, just doing her thing. She can sing her ass off too. She's just one of them Renaissance type of women. So I'm always giving her the flowers. She comes to my shows and support, and I give her a shout out, and she'd be like, "Don't do that." You know, she's one of those kind of people. Right. She's not doing it, but make sure you tell them that I did. Like, she's not that person at all. Right. And I found that, you know, I really am attracted to people like that because you keep your blessings flowing by giving. Not giving to get. You may not get that back, but you're gonna get taken care of, you know. Absolutely. In the balance of the universe. So Vicky Saunders, Miss Vicky, I love her. I love seeing her name on my phone because I mean I'm gonna get some money. Amen. When she text me, hey, we got a project, or she'll send me an email. I need you to read this and send it back. So, and the second one, I was thinking of one of my sister friends. Her name is Freedom. Mm-hmm. And remember, I was telling you, like in my 20s, I got really deep into Afrocentricities, like when I first really started Hotep and everything, right? Okay. And she was one of the sisters that was with me during that time. We were both on that same journey, learning different things about our diet and our hair and our history and living, you know, those principles. So there was a time when right after my mom had passed away, and I was very young. I was only like 21, maybe. She passed when I was very young. And it just so happened that I was pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant when my mom passed away. So I'm in a severe depression already from losing my mom. And then I have a miscarriage. So I huddled away at my dad's house. And I just didn't go out of the house. I didn't call off work. I didn't shower. The depression was just all on me, honey. And I hadn't talked to Freedom. You know, we used to do African dance and all this type of stuff. I just got out of the whole thing. So I'm laying there in bed one day, just, you know, I don't know if you've had like depression sleep or just, it just makes you like totally immobile. So I'm just laying there and I hear a knock at the door and it's my dad. And he's like, well, there's this lady here and I think you should talk to her. And I was just like, I don't want to talk to anybody, you know, go away, basically. And so she comes on in the room and she's one of those people like, she talks like Maya Angelou, you know. She breathes real deep. She goes, yeah. It smells like we need to open the window. So she goes over there, and you know, I had some shoes and shit on the floor, and you know, she's yanking open the curtains and she's cranking we had the old school windows, we had to crank it to open it.
Yep.
She said, no, yeah, we opening all of this. She just yanked the curtains off the wall. Like, you know what? We just gonna open it all the way up. It's time. She was like, I got you a towel and a washcloth and some soap. You go in there and get up and go wash your ass. And I was like, girl, I'm not getting up. Like, and I really imagine you yank my damn curtains down. You know, we having that, you know, debate back and forth. But she loved me enough to not stop there. Nice. She knew that. Oh, I feel like I'm about to cry.
You're all right. Take your time.
She knew that I could be the support for everybody else, but I just didn't have anything left for me. Absolutely. And she had to make sure that I got up on my feet. So she had me get up. You know, I got in the shower, disgruntled as fuck. I was pissed. Mm-hmm. So I'm in the shower and she comes in the bathroom and sits on the toilet seat. She said, I just want you to know I'm still here. And I was just like, oh my God. She said, don't be splashing around with the water. Like, I really want you to wash your ass. You know, still kind of making me laugh, you know, just kind of making the whole thing. And my dad is all like, what are y'all doing in the bathroom? You know? And then, and as she's sitting there, she's telling me this story on why she came to the house. This is kind of cool. She came to the house because she was, she had another friend, can't think of her name, but, you know, she's a very sweet person. We're all connected in this sister circle, you know, as we were growing. And she was like, she had this dream about me. She said in the dream that I was having a party. I'm all dressed up. I got on all black and I got money pinned on my shirt. Mm-hmm. Hi. And I got money pinned on my shirt and I'm going around the party. And as I'm going around the party, there's a doppelganger of me at the party. And that one looks really evil and mad, right? And it's following me around the party, the evil twin of myself. And as I'm going around the party, the money starts moving around and it goes down to where my womb is. And that's where the money stayed. And nobody knew about the miscarriage or any of that either. Right. So I can't believe I'm telling the story. But anyway, so at some point I go downstairs into the basement as the party person with the money pinned on the womb. I go to the down the stairs, and the doppelganger came behind me to try to push me down the stairs. But instead of pushing me down the stairs, it fell through me to the bottom of the stairs. Mm-hmm. And when the doppelganger fell to the bottom of the stairs, my mom showed up and like whisked the thing away, whatever the evil thing was. And I'm looking at my mom at the bottom of the stairs in the dream. And she's like, oh, I got so much to tell you. And then this other dude shows up, this other older black man, and he says, no, we have to go. And he's taking my mom away. And she's like, oh, I got some more I want to tell her. Just tell her not to give up. So they go away into the darkness or whatever. And in the dream, she said that's when she woke up. And she was like, oh, you got to call Lulu. You got to go see her. I don't know what's going on, but this crazy, this whole thing she didn't have. And I'm not, lying about any of that. And so it was a real, and she sat on the toilet seat and told me that story while I was in the shower. And we cried, we talked, and, I washed all my parts and everything. And even though you ride the wave of depression, you can ride it. The hard part is when you expect it not to happen. Right. It's just going to happen. You're going to have, just like, you're going to have tears, and you let the tears fall, and you go on with whatever it is, because allowing those waves of depression to crash on you, hell, anybody, can fall from that. It's you against you. And it's just a big ass fight. So I would love to give flowers to Freedom. I'm not gonna say her government name. Her name is Freedom. She helped me. It was a very pivotal moment. And what's crazy is I've probably seen her. That was, I don't even know how many years ago, almost 20 years ago. And I may have only seen her 4 times since then. And every time we see each other, we laugh and hug like it wasn't even nothing. We'll stand and hold each other for like 10 minutes, just laughing and hugging.
Nice.
People look at us like we're weird as fuck, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I like that.
So those are the 2 ladies I'd like to give flowers to.
Flowers well deserved. Flowers well deserved. And thanks for sharing that story, man. Some people, they don't like to open up. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, man, I don't want to be vulnerable. But listen, I don't call it just therapy for a reason. Sometimes we gotta get that out. So, man, thanks for sharing that. I like that. That was powerful. Definitely powerful. Definitely. All right. I think
I got a story. I'm going to do an autobiography. I don't think you have to be famous to have one. You just got to tell your story.
Absolutely. Go for it.
I'm waiting on some limitations to run out on some of that shit, though. Yeah. You was on there telling me what the block number and you lied on police report. I can't tell all that.
Hey, that was so long ago. I know the statute of limitations ran out on that.
Okay.
I was probably like 17, 7, but I was probably 17. Maybe. Yeah, I was about 17. Yep. So that's bingo. I ain't worried about that. Oh man, I think that is a perfect opportunity to take our one and only sponsor break. Listen, Couchers, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. More Sister Lou, more Just Therapy. You already know who I am, and I'm taking you to break, baby.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention a podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqa@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off.
Yo, it's another beautiful Monday evening, and you already know what I'm about to tell you about. I'm about to tell you about the best pizza place in the Northeast Ohio area, Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. They got 3 locations. First location is at 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. And the location in downtown Akron is across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. That address is 325 South Main Street, Akron. Phone number is 330-849-5707. And their third location is at 3031 Graham Road, Stowe, Ohio. Their phone number is 330-673-9410. Listen, what I love about the downtown Akron location so much has to be the beer wall. Yes, I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer because there are 36 glorious taps of wine, ale, IPAs, lagers, whatever you can think of. And you go in there and you purchase a card, you put money on the card, and you go up to the tap, put the card on the tap, and then pour as much beer or wine as your heart desires. I mean, it's so good. When it hits your lips, it's just so good. But please drink responsibly. Another thing I love about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is that they cater to your taste buds. And every week, people always asking me, SB, what you talking about? Exactly what I said. They cater to your taste buds. So anything you order, specialty, non-specialty, is done just the way you like it. And I swear, every time you take that first bite, you're going to be like, bitch. Like, it is just that delicious. Make sure you check out Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. Ask for the owner, Brad Cover. Mention that you participate on the couch with Just Therapy, the podcast, and receive a 10% discount. Yes, you heard it correctly. 10% off of delicious food. You can never beat money off of something you want to eat that is delicious. So make sure you check them out. 3 locations if you're ever in the area of Cuyahoga Falls, Akron, or Stowe. And remember, Twisted Tomato Pizzeria. If it's pizza, it's possible. Twisted Tomato. And we are back. I seen you last one when I was talking about how good that food is. That should be hilarious.
Right. It must be good.
Hey, it's good. It's good. I swear.
I had some of the best pizza the other night in Toledo.
Okay.
Oh, shit. What's it called? Home Slice.
Okay.
They had a comedy show on Sundays in there. Great crowd, but the pizza was like, I'm all about that bite quality. Like, I want some of the toppings and shit in every bite. And it was like, yes.
Okay.
So I got to try this pizza. I got to give it a try.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, I like good pizza. Like, I'm allergic to milk, so I get no cheese, extra sauce with all like the sausage, pepperoni, meatball, the banana peppers. It bang.
Yeah.
It absolutely tastes amazing. So I like it. Yeah. All right, so let's go into our first topic of the evening. Hold on, let's see. So I want to talk about something. This is your thoughts. That's what this topic is. Since my co-host is not here, let's talk about it. So listen, I don't know if people heard of this, but it is lawmakers are trying to pass an act. It is called Conception Begins at Erection Act.
What?
You heard me. Conception begins at erection act.
Y'all need to stop. They need to just stop. They obviously ain't getting no pussy. They are not fucking at all. And that's the problem.
And that's
they
the
just
thing.
trying to make nobody else have sex because they ain't getting, because ain't nobody looking at them. We need to put somebody on them. Let's get Sunshine. And
Sunshine.
Put him on. Yeah, put Sunshine on this lawmaker so he can go sit down.
Hey, baby, put your mama on the phone.
Yeah, you know it.
I'm not coming home.
One good weekend, all this will go away. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's by Ohio Democrat lawmakers, right? Listen to this. A new bill in Ohio would make it a crime for men to ejaculate without intending to have a baby. It says you don't get pregnant on your own. State Representative Anita Somani, and she looked like she was deprived. I say in between.
She looked like she could get pregnant on her own. Oh Lord, let me not talk about this woman.
If the audio listeners could see my face, the face I gave you when you said that. It says in between performing multiple surgeries as an OBGYN, Friday the Democrat explained that she wants to start regulating men's reproductive health care. If you're going to penalize someone for an unwanted pregnancy, why not penalize the person who is also responsible for the pregnancy, she said. She introduced legislation that would make it a felony for men to discharge semen without the intent to fertilize. So, they proposed a bill.
That just don't make no sense.
Yeah, and
so she needs to dig down her throat. That's what we're saying? Because I mean, whatever because usually, you know, the people that would pull your hair in school and shit like that, they liked you. They just didn't know how to, you know, show it. And so she's misdirected, honey. She needs to we need to put somebody on her. Who you got? You got a cousin?
I ain't got nobody
who's got out of jail or something? All the good dick ain't got no car. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Desi? Desi chimed in and was like, what the fuck? Yes, but listen to this, okay? So there are some exceptions, such as when protection or contraception are used during sex. It also wouldn't apply when an individual is masturbating, donating sperm, or if the intercourse takes place between members of the LGBTQ plus community and thus doesn't produce ovum. So this was like first heard it. I was like, wait, people about to get in trouble for jacking off? Like, what do you mean? And then the whole thing is like, so people got to stop practicing their pull-out game. That doesn't work anyway, but still, like,
right.
What if the person likes to have, you know, the semen squirted all over their face or, you know, or their chest or whatever? So now you can't do that because that's a felony and you can go to jail because you wasted your semen. I'm like, why?
Now somebody losing money on OnlyFans right now. Like, what? Come on now.
Absolutely. And I get, you know, nobody, especially old white men, should be telling any female what to do with their body. I get that.
Right.
But to combat that, this right here is just plain old stupid.
I can't even imagine who do they think is gonna regulate this? What, you gonna call the police?
And that's what I'm saying. How are they gonna catch people? You know what I'm saying? So
Cardinals keep jacking off. Like, I don't even know. Like, what? Boy, they better leave that alone.
And so people having one night stands or whatever, and they bust on their stomach or whatever or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, who turning them in? Like, who's watching this to say, hey, they didn't use their semen right? They just put it on their butt.
Right.
Like
my whole walking shame, I can go to jail now.
But by the time the police get there, everything, the scene is cleaned up. What they gonna bring the lights, the fluorescent lights and stuff like that, just to see? Oh, it's a drop on the sheet. You going to jail? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
See, they ain't got nothing else to do. That really, they need something in their life to because that's ridiculous.
It is. And then it says,
and that's an invasion of privacy. I wish somebody would try to tell me what I'm gonna do it on your face. Excuse me. That's crazy.
So it says, so what this would apply to is sex without a condom, without actual wanting to procreate, which is like a one-night stand. I mean, it says this felony. What about the females that got their tubes tied and they tell you, just, squirt at me or, put it on my back, so you go get in trouble for that. Like, they can't even have a kid. Like, I don't understand that. Like, they go make sure the woman's tubes is tied, and then that's not a felony. But it's just weird because, like, a felony, it will cost violators thousands of dollars with a max of $10,000 per discharge.
Man, I wish somebody would.
$10,000.
That don't even seem right. Would you gonna go on trial? Ain't like you got baby oil. You know what I'm saying? What is this?
Wow. And then it says, if you think it's absurd to regulate men, then you should think it's equally absurd to regulate women. That's what she said. She said, so this is to make a statement. It is a statement. Ohio voters overwhelmingly legalized and protected the right to abortion.
Why it gotta be Ohio? Damn.
Yeah, no, our state.
Why it got to be Ohio?
So, like, do you think that was a good statement for her to make, to like really try to put this act in play just to make a point?
I mean, you know, the way that things go these days, it was effective. That's all I can say, because people, you just have to. Only thing to be something obnoxious is to be more obnoxious than that. The way this society is going, a lot of things, and so, like you said, she just wanted to bring attention. I can't believe it made it even to all of that. Whatever it is, you said she presented this like to the Senate or the Ohio Congress or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, child, somebody need to slap her.
Yeah. And then put on the point, well, if you think that, you know, them telling women what to do is absurd, you know, but it's crazy. Because like when I first heard it, I'm like, oh man, motherfuckers about to go to jail for jacking off now. Like that's some bullshit. Like, like I'm in trouble.
You be in the shower too long, you hear a knock at the door.
You see like somebody's bedroom past 1 o'clock and ain't no extra car in the driveway. You like, hold up, and you don't hear no noise. All you hear is like the porno voice.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, that's crazy. What's up, April? She put a weird looking face like and then
right.
And then she said OMG with a whole bunch of laughing faces. That is hilarious. I can't believe she actually brung that to the floor. I mean, come on, man. Like there's other ways.
I'm trying to think of what kind of laws I can get passed now. Shit, it must not be that hard. What, you got to pay a $49 registration fee?
What law you trying to get passed?
I don't know. Shit, get my edges back. That's what the fuck I need. I need my edges. And I need something for my credit report. I need to boost my credit about 50 points. Everybody, just for dealing with our president. I don't even say his name, but just the fact that our president is stressing us out. I'm gonna pass a bill. We get 50 points up on our credit report.
50, make it 100. What you talking about?
Okay, 100. 100.
What you mean? Like 50 ain't enough.
I ain't that far off. I'm trying to get to the top.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to get to the top. But 100.
My way back. 100 do me justice. 50 ain't gonna do me no damn good.
No, there's a whole
go give me some bullshit credit cards I don't want. That's what that'll give me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is funny. Oh man, that is funny.
The jerk off police.
The jerk off, and that's what I want to know. Who is policing this stuff? That's
right.
They riding around. It's gonna be a white car, but it's gonna be an off-white civilized. And they gonna have the old school one red light at the top, right?
You stupid. Woo!
Right. But it's gonna go.
Like they ain't even at the rest stop anymore.
It ain't gonna be no full siren. It's just gonna be like, bloop.
Right.
Oh shit! Like that is hilarious. I wanted to get people's thoughts on that, man. That is hilarious. Desi, what you think? April, what you think on that? Since y'all was chiming in, y'all think that was a good way to get the point across? Let me know. Oh gosh, that is funny. That is too funny. All right, let's get to the next topic. And this is like one of my favorite topics. I don't do it, but since you said we can do two, but again, it sounds crazy. That's what April said. It sounds crazy. Absolutely, sounds nuts. All right, but since you got a topic for this, and I got a topic for this, let's do it. Let's do it early. It's crazy, funny, fucked up News. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all right. So give me your topic. Come on.
Okay, so this is some tea, okay? You
Okay.
like Prince?
Yeah.
You like Purple Rain? Remember the Purple Rain movie?
Purple rain. Purple rain.
Purple Rain.
That's my
So they are doing a at AMC theaters. They're going to do a screening on March the 5th of Purple Rain
Okay.
all day long, and that's the tea.
Oh, that's the tea.
Yeah.
So
You can go see the movie. Like, I'm excited. I'm going to see the movie. I know almost all the lines, and the password is what? You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see Morris Day. He's like one of my favorite characters in the whole movie. And then the other one is my homie, my big homie. I spend almost every night or at least every morning listening to this person. My man Lester Holt, NBC News, is about to retire. And I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Who is?
Lester Holt.
Lester Holt. Lester Holt. Really?
Lester Holt. My mama liked Lester Holt. I like Lester Holt, you know, and his especially since becoming a comic, his nightly news show does five hot topics,
Okay.
and he does it at the end of the day. You know, Lester is not the one popping off with the new shit, and you don't even know if it's true all the way. He go all day long, let everybody talk all their shit, and then he sums it up at the end of the day. And I'll be like, oh, okay, So I'm sad he's gonna be stepping off. I'm sad.
Lester Holt been around for a minute. Lester Holt been around of Brian Gumble. Brian Gumble used to be on the news every night.
Yeah.
Pillar, you know what I'm saying? So losing Lester Holt, that is a big loss. But I don't even watch the news anymore, so it's like
I don't watch it all like that, but I watch Lester Holt.
I bet. Yeah, I stopped watching news a long time ago. It was too sad, man. It was too sad, too depressing. I was like, man, I can't even watch the news no more. It's just so much bullshit. And this was years ago. I watched the news. So, and then being grown in my own house, I don't have to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents were having it on, I kind of like walk out of the room. I didn't want to see it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Here go our other crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah, here we go. So, tourist loses both hands while trying to take a photo with a shark in Turks and Caicos.
What?
Not one hand, but two. Not one, but two.
You gonna get both my hands?
Listen to this story.
Did he have his hands down?
I'm about to read the story to you. I got you. It says a Canadian tourist lost both her hands while she tried to take a picture with a 6-foot shark while swimming in Turks and Caicos, and it bit her. The 55-year-old woman was snorkeling off of Providence, the main island, February 7th. She tried to engage with the animal from the shallows in an attempt to take photographs. The Department of Environment and Coastal Resources said in a statement. Yeah, so
let me tell you something.
And they got a picture of her on the beach, like wrapped up her arms and stuff. But like,
I'm rooting for the shark. He had swam past her and he told her get the fuck on.
Yeah. Do I have to tell you what race this person is? Do you want to play a game? Let's guess the race. Let's play guess that race.
I'm gonna say it was some white meat. I think he had some white meat nuggets that day.
My dude JD chimed in. He said, "Did you get the picture?"
Right. Oh Lord.
Hey, that's the funniest shit you said in like a long ass time since I met you, JD.
Oh, I'm rooting for the shark. You know, he ain't got time for this shit. He down in Turks Caicos. He's like, every year y'all niggas come down here. I done told y'all stop taking pictures of me. Crunch.
So Desi's guess is that's definitely white people shit. JD's guess is Asian. Let's see. And you say your guess is what?
Caucasian.
Okay. So two of you are correct.
Oh.
Two of you are correct. One of you are wrong. And that's easy because he's the Asian. So of course it was the Caucasian for sure. Like it was a white lady, like, come on, man. And the picture that they got is hilarious to me. I don't want nobody losing their hand. But you gonna be so dumb to try to get a picture by a shark and he bites your hand off. I want to know, is the camera in the shark's mouth? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Is the camera in the shark's mouth? Like, was she recording? Like, she literally just recorded, record, and went like this from the shore and had a shark behind her, right? But she in the water with the shark with her phone. How do you lose both your hands? Like, what kind of picture is you taking? Because you got the hand up here because you want to do a selfie, right? But I don't know. Like, it just got to be a selfie, because if you try to do this in the shark's face, like, they have zoom in. It don't matter if you got a shitty iPhone, you can still zoom in on the shark. You ain't got to get that close. Why would she have the audacity to play with Jaws? I've never played with a shark because of that movie Jaws in specific, right?
Literally.
Shark,
she didn't grow up in the right era. She didn't. She missed all. If she'd have seen one Jaws movie, she'd have been like, I need to leave that motherfucker alone.
She was 55 years old. She should know better.
Oh,
she's all the Jaws movies.
Well, he said, I told you I ain't want no pictures. Give me this camera.
Man, give me no pictures. No pictures.
No pictures, please.
I ain't signing no autographs. I signed them hands.
And you know what's crazy? I really do love sharks, though. Like Shark Week, Sharknado. I watch all of those silly ass shark fucking movies. I can't help it.
But you're not gonna try to take no picture with no shark.
Oh, hell no. I'm not even going on that excursion. I'm in the water? No. We can I'll be in the pool. You know, I might go on the edge of the beach or some shit, but I'm not going out. You know how you be in the ocean and you feel some seaweed brush on your leg and shit?
Scare the shit out of you? Oh my God.
No. Like, so that's okay. No. I seen them in Yellowstone National Park. They get out the car on the trail trying to feed the buffalo and shit, and then they trample their ass. Like, you gotta leave these motherfuckers alone. You gotta realize they ain't got nowhere else to go. You know, they kind of pissed.
Right. They gonna say if she got an air tag, she can track the shark. Well, what hands, bro? She can't use her phone. She can't use technology no more. You have to get somebody else to track that for her. Desi also chimed in to say, Jaws, Blue Sea, come on. Like,
come on.
That is crazy. The cruises I went on, they always had that swim with the sharks excursion. I'd be like, I'm not swimming with no damn sharks. No. I don't even want to swim with dolphins because they be trying to rape you in the sea. Them damn dolphins are crazy. You think I'm gonna try to swim with some sharks? No, my brother. Nope. And
so I can take a picture for the gram.
No.
Please.
Zoom in. I got a great
Photoshop. Yeah. Put the shark right behind me and behind my wig in the picture. Absolutely.
Yep. Be like this. Like my guy. Here we go. Oh shit. They calling her Doug.
Nobody got time for that.
She had
yeah.
Her name is
a couple of good shark stories like that coming out, you know, because it's about to get warm up here too. Oh baby.
Her new name is Numbra instead of Deborah. Numbra.
Oh Lord.
She can't even flick me off. As much as shit I talk to her, she can't flip nobody off no more.
And she ain't got no friends. You know what I'm saying?
Because yes, she can't have no friends.
And she's like, oh, I'm about to go out there and take pictures of this shark. Her friend should have been like, no, bitch, you need to stay in this boat. Cause you gonna get out there, this is not what you think. You know, she needed a black friend. She ain't got no black friend.
That's
She needed
hilarious.
one on the trip to say, sit your ass down. Matter of fact, eat this edible and just look at the water. Say what?
She can't do the church finger no more either. She can't sing Simon's If You Happy and You Know It.
Right. Oh man.
She can't throw up the deuces.
Down there messing around with them sharks. I wonder how much she paid for that excursion. That's an excursion. That ain't part of the tourist package. You could have had a whole Turks and Caicos. Joe Funky ass had to get in with the shark. Girl. That's why we be at the hot tub at the resort. That's why we all be crowded around the fucking pool, because we ain't going out there.
Oh my God. That's
Going out there.
hilarious.
To get crumbs on.
I took my daughter to Ocean City, Maryland summertime for her birthday. And all we did, like my shoulder was hurting because she was jumping waves the whole time. But like you see these sometimes, you be like, is that a dolphin or a shark? And it'd be far away, but me being me, hey, come on, little mama, we going this way.
Right.
Like, come on. Like, how dumb can you be? That shit just don't make no sense.
And you know, when you get in that water and you yeah, and it's you can't quite tell, and your feet is touching the ground, but not all the way. Like, take your ass on out of there.
Take your enemy shit. And that wave come. That's why you don't do that anyway, because the undercurrent to tear you up, take you out. And she in the shallow, in the water, the shark trying to take a picture. I still want to know, how did she take this picture? She lost both her hands. Did she lose one hand? So then she threw the phone in the other hand and then tried to take the picture. Like, how did she lose both hands trying to take a picture?
She should. He was coming for the camera.
That's what it was.
I bet you she maybe had a flash. You know what I'm saying? And he like, what the fuck? I told you, anime, eat the cake, and it's over.
He was like, man, she got that bullshit iPhone. Let me bite her hands off.
It's all Android out here, nigga.
Oh gosh, that is hilarious. I can't believe. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I can't believe she got both her hands bit the fuck off.
And she 55, like she gotta go the rest of her life without her hand out. That is so horrible, because that you paid for that. Like, oh child,
she paid to get her hands bit off.
I wonder how they wrote that in the brochure. How can they make that sound like a 55-year-old woman would say, I'm going to risk it all? She could have did a zip line. She could have did a zip line, boom, and had some hot chocolate. You know what I'm saying?
She could have photoshopped the shark in her damn picture.
Yes.
It out better, and it would look real. But she was like, no, I'm about to get this picture of this shark. What? She can't even raise her hand no more.
Like, I feel like, you know, them Daredevil stuff, I can remember doing silly stuff like that when I was younger. You know, in my 20s or something, you know what I'm saying? But
what, taking a picture of a shark?
Oh no, just being like Daredevil stuff, you know, jumping off stuff. And you know, we did a lot of me being a tomboy, we did a lot of BMX stuff. You know, we build a bike. You know how it was.
Yeah.
Build a ramp. And that shit, if it held up while you jumping and you know everything, it was cool.
If it held up, like,
yeah, if it held up, because we get broke. You know how you jump out the swing real high and jump out the swing. You know.
Yes, how your shins hurt for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, sometimes you get broke. You know, sometimes
you land wrong, your shin will be hurting for like 10 minutes. You be like, man, I gotta take a break. Hold up.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I remember them days. Something higher than the swings that would go and be like, this is just for man, yeah, that was. Yeah, we was on some crazy. Not taking no picture, no shit.
Yeah, now I don't know about that. Like that doesn't even sound right.
Desi, there you go, Desi. She said her new theme song is No Hands.
Come on. Yes.
No hands.
No hands. Like a pro.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
she married her husband is a lucky man. Oh, child.
Oh, not her husband, a lucky man.
Yes.
She gonna be like,
Okay. No pants, baby.
oh,
Shoot.
that's so, if she wasn't so stupid, I wouldn't be making all these jokes laughing at her. But that is just plain old plum dumb. That made me bring back plum dumb. I ain't heard that in years. That's what
Years.
she was. Plum dumb.
And now look at you.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. That
I wonder if
was
she needed thumbs to open her phone. You know how you
what?
you know how you put your thumb to open your phone and Jesus.
If she ain't got the facial recognition, she's shit out of luck with that phone. She'll be like this, trying to look over the phone.
I'm gonna send her $20. I hate that happened to her. I'm gonna send her a $20 bill.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
send no cash app.
I'm gonna send her some change.
Yeah. So silly. But you know what? They might make some AI shit for her. You know how they got the thing? They might make a RoboCop shit. You know what I'm saying? She'd be better than ever. What you think?
Oh
She
man.
go back in the water looking for the shark. That's part 2.
Oh, gosh. Not pecking with her
What she
nose.
say?
Put the code in. She said pecking with the nose. Jay, that was another good one. She like, oh gosh. Oh man. And that was this week's crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. That was funny. Oh my gosh, that was funny.
She's coming back. She gonna get a robotic. Trust me. She coming back. She gonna be in the news.
She's gonna be in the news like Terminator.
Yeah, she get the robotic and fuck it up somehow. So you'll see.
That's what she's gonna say to that shark. I'll be back.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Hey, that is nuts. That's wild. That is flat out. Oh my god. All right. Hey, Sister Lou, it has been a pleasure to have you on the couch.
Yeah.
I'd love to get to your backstory and learn more about you. Hey, give out your social media one more time before we get out of here.
Hi. Yes, absolutely. On IG, SISTA.LU.comedy. And if you're not on any particular platform, just Google me. #SISTALU. You will find me digitally. Oh, I got bars and jokes.
There you go. All right. And as always, we like to do close.
Hi, girl.
Something you can listen to us for your close this week. Something you can ponder on. Well, you better be enthusiastic.
Are you saying you want me to tell you mine?
No, I got one, and I'm gonna have you break it down.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So something you can ponder on until the next time you see us on Facebook, Just There PD Podcast, or hear us next on Spotify. Your close this week. Something you can ponder on. There you go. That's better. All right. Here we go. The most sincere compliment we can pay is attention.
Is attendance?
Attention.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna read it one more time. The most sincere compliment we can pay is attention. Go ahead and break that down in your words.
I like that. The most sincere compliment is attention. Absolutely. Our most precious commodity is time. And so if we're taking that time and directing it to one particular person or one particular event or something like that, that's taking your attention. It's taking your time. You know, the most precious thing you have, you can apply yourself in 100 different ways. You could read and sleep and run. You could do a number of things, but if your choosing to pay attention to one particular thing, one particular person, or that issue, that is like you said, that is the highest form of sincere flair. It's just amazing. I think my partner is who I pay attention to most. That's the person who's in my phone all the time, who I spend the majority of my time talking to. And so I think the trade-off for that is a balanced relationship. You had said something earlier about the partners, having their space and everything like that.
Mhm.
And that goes all in line with it. And so when you do have someone special that you want to show attention to, absolutely, that's how they know it. That's how animals know it. A pet will know that you care about them because you show them attention and affection. So yeah, I think that it's a well-placed quote. It's very honest and true. It has played out several different ways in my life, for sure.
Nice. All right, Sister Lou, once again, thanks for coming to the couch. It's a pleasure, man. I'm definitely gonna have you up here soon.
Yeah,
Do this new
this was
room.
fun.
I got the first one. It's funny because the first one, the lady had to cancel because the chairs and tables were ready and all this stuff. So we the first show that we was just supposed to do last weekend, we doing that in March. So all of after that, I'm looking for people. So definitely had to use the April show. Definitely, most definitely. Right.
Yeah,
Looking forward to comedy in person, getting the laugh like shit. All right. So you listen, Outers, thank you so much for tuning in. My co-host was here, so I'm gonna do a little quote. I'm gonna try to do it the best of my abilities. She says, if nobody told you today, I love you, we want you to succeed and we want you to win. That's how I do it.
absolutely.
But as always, my quote is one thing you can never get back, and that is time. And I want to thank you for spending your time on the couch. Yes. We'll see you next week. Now, peace out. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Take care.
All right.
MICAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.